Hello, we're live. Hello, Natty.
Oh, hello.
How's the weather up there?
It's really good. Here, look. I'm humble, so I'll come down to you.
Thank you.
Actually, I can't.
Thank you for coming down to my level.
It's stuck.
You're too light. You're so light that the chair won't go down.
There we go.
Anyways, welcome viewers to our live Ask Us Anything, Thaiger Unfiltered. I'm Jay, this is Natty, and this is where we get to answer your questions unfiltered. Honest opinions. You can ask us anything, literally anything. Obviously, please, this goes without saying, please try to be as appropriate as possible. And yeah, first comment to me, that's a hilarious picture with Jay nearly under the table. That's Natty's Naughties. I think he's a die-hard fan, Natty.
Yeah, I like your name. Natty is naughty. Sounds pretty naughty and nice. Well, we got a lot of questions for you, Jay. Charles Ram, I guess, he's asking, are you familiar with the Lumberjack song?
Yes, Charles Ram. I don't know if you're the one who's been asking this question, but I've noticed this question a couple of times. I believe it's from Monty Python. Tim told me about it and made me hear it as well. It's like,
But can you sing
I'm
the
a
full-
lumberjack and I'm okay. No, I don't know the whole song.
Okay, you just know the verses.
Just the first line, pretty
The
much. But I hear it's quite hilarious. Hello from Sweden. Robert Eklund says, how long did it take to learn Thai? I guess it's easier if one starts as a child rather than an adult. Robert, actually, I went to an international school, so I never got a proper Thai teaching. I only learned Thai when I went to university because even though I lived in Phuket my whole life, all my friends were British. I went to a British school. All my teachers were British. So I just learned English pretty much my whole life. But when I came to Bangkok, everyone around me was Thai. And Natty, you probably know, like, you can't really survive without Thai in if your friends are Thai. Like, people might speak English for 1 minute, but then they revert back to Thai because we're just a lot more comfortable speaking
Right.
Thai.
Actually, I have a question. In terms of international schools, do you believe that it's the international school's responsibility to teach the local languages in the school?
Yes, well, it's compulsory. So
okay.
it was compulsory until secondary, but, you know, it's the bare minimum. It's, hello, how are you? Can I buy this? That to me is not fluent speaking.
Right.
You know, I feel like for the amount of years I've lived in Thailand, it's quite abysmal, my level of Thai. I would expect it to be I would expect it to be as pure as a Thai person, or it should be anyways.
I would say your Thai is really good, though.
Yeah, but,
It's like
you know.
8 out of 10.
Thank you.
Speaking, reading-wise.
Thank you, Nadale. Thank you.
Yes.
It's very kind of you. But yeah, it's a bit more difficult when you're a bit older. But I think Thai language is quite fun to speak. They have some fun words, so it's easy to learn because you can associate it with other words, and yeah.
That is true. Thai language is not specific. It's more of a collective. Like, for example, do you know the word for socks? Mm-hmm. It's tung tao, which literally means a sock for your feet.
Wow.
You know, tu yen is like a box that is cold. So if you know the basic words in Thai, you can kind of patch them together and form sentences or understand what's going on. So it's a pretty cool language to learn.
Yeah, all right. All Black says, Jay, please tell us about Phuket. What is it like to live there? What do you like about it and what don't you like? Wow. Phuket is a beautiful place, but I feel like you have to be a certain age to appreciate its beauty. Since I lived there for too long, pretty much my whole life, I don't necessarily like going to the beach. I'm not a sand person, you know, or seawater. I was into more like playing like football, rock climbing, those kinds of things. Sorry, Jason. Plug it in. Is it okay? Sorry, I've been told by Jason to push my wire in. What's it like to live there? It's all right. It's a bit slower for me. I like Bangkok a lot more. It's a bit faster. I feel like things happen here. There's a rush. But Phuket is beautiful in its own way. No matter what, it's still my home, and home is where the heart is. So I will always love my city for whatever it may be.
I wonder how it feels like to see more tourists than actual local people. Is that the case in Phuket? Or no, not
Not
really.
necessarily. Depends
Okay.
where you are. Maybe in like places like Patong. But yeah, where I live in Katu, which is a bit more
Upscale?
residential. No,
Okay.
I wouldn't say upscale. Upscale. It's not as fancy as you in
No,
your
no.
in your penthouse, Natalie. Dunjan. Should I even read this question? Should we just address it? It's unfiltered. Let's do it.
Yeah,
shall
let's
we?
do it. You do it.
Okay, Dunjan. Hello. He goes, "Hi, Junaid, always referring to me by my first name. Thank you. I appreciate you remembering my name. As per your suggestion, I have been asking for Kate's number. Is that really an appropriate thing to do, though? Do you really think I would give you someone's phone number? It would be weird if I did. It would be, I don't know, a host of things. Can you share her IG? I actually don't think she has IG.
I don't know. I
think
don't
she
follow
has
her on IG. Yeah.
But anyways, I appreciate that, you're a fan of Kate's and you'd like to get in touch with her, but I feel it's slightly inappropriate to ask her number, especially from me. I mean, I don't even have her number now that I think about it. But yes, she's a great addition to the show, a great colleague. Dunjan, I wish you the best of luck, but unfortunately, I can't provide you with sensitive private information online. Yeah. Moving on. Both of you are looking splendid. Why, thank you, young mathematician.
Thank you.
Natty, any questions for you?
Let me see. My Thai, whoa. All of a sudden, a lot came through. Okay, my Thai is very good, says Natty's Naughties. And the reason is because I learned to read and write first. That's actually a good idea. I wanted to start a little Thai teaching class with a group of my expat friends, but I wasn't sure how I could go about it. But this is a good suggestion. So maybe I can start with the alphabets first and go from there. So thank you.
His second comment says, however, I've been told it's very formal.
Oh, there we go.
Well, Natty Naughties, my Thai speaking is actually very informal because when I learned it, it was just speaking through friends. And, friends they don't always speak very politely to each other, especially when you're in university. So I know a lot of slang language, which I got in trouble when I met some older people and I used the slang. They were just horrified looking at me like, how dare you speak to me like that, you hooligan. But they could clearly see that, I look half Thai or I look like a foreigner. So they're like, they actually take it as a compliment. Like, look, he's trying to speak Thai. And then they actually they like it that I'm speaking Thai. So it always worked to my benefit.
I think Thais, we appreciate the effort. Even though it's broken or you're not using the right language, as long as you're trying to speak Thai, we would kind of help facilitate you in getting what you want.
Yes. We have almost 100 viewers watching. Now, Natty, I'm going to address this question because it's relevant to why we're actually here today. There's a reason, believe it or not. A comment, a new show or topic suggestion, the breaking of Thai stereotypes, for example. Excuse me. Have a roundtable style chat with successful ladyboys who don't work in the sex industry. Wow, thank you for that comment. That would actually be a very interesting video. But Ian, we're here for a special reason because tomorrow, me and Natty are going to go out into the public. And we're going to try to be doing some live reporting. And we're going to do Vox Pop, which is basically voice of the people, and ask the people questions. Now, we're going to try to focus on expats or tourists who are here in Thailand and ask them questions about how they feel, what struggles have they felt. And we'd like your help in some suggestions. What is it that you're interested and would like to know? What do you think would be a great question to ask tourists, expats, or people on the streets? Let us know your suggestions and we will try to ask them tomorrow morning. So right after Good Morning Thailand, me and Natty are going to be on the loose, on the roads of Asok, Thailand, just going and bothering people. Excuse me, do you have a minute? No, get away from me, you freak. At least to me.
That was a good, how you did all the characters by yourself. Good job.
They'll see Natty and they'll be like, oh, don't you want to interview me?
All right. We have a comment from Ian Anywhere. Comment, and you you already read that one. Actually, that's a good idea, Ian. I will definitely try to do an asking format where I will get some ladyboys who are successful and not working in the industry. Because I do know actually a couple.
Oh, I know a couple too.
Oh, yeah. Yay. Okay, so we can interview them.
What do we mean by successful? As in they're business owners or something?
Yeah, or like what they do hobby-wise.
You could own a business and not be successful.
Yeah, that is true.
You could look successful and not be successful. All right. West Texas Greg says, what's the coolest market each of you have visited?
Coolest market. Does it have to be in Thailand? I really like Winter Wonderland. Like the first thing that popped up in my mind was London Winter Wonderland because there's
wow.
just
London. Fancy.
Oh my gosh!
Why are you so fancy? I was gonna say like
Rashida.
Rachida Market, and she's talking about markets in London.
No, because I mean the diverse of. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Yes.
No, that's fair. That's cool. I'm sorry. I'm just not a high roller like
Oh
you.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. West Texas Greg also says confidentially, although I suppose you could pass that on to her and she can do whatever she wants. West Texas, I have passed that information on to her. She's very well aware and she's not responding by her own choice. And we're just going to leave it at that.
William Shield asks, "Hi team, your staff is very ethnically diverse. Is that a company policy?" Oh, good question. I did not quite realize that, but now that this is out in the open, I guess we are, but it's not necessarily company policy, is it? It just kind of happened to be we're so ethnically diverse at the office. What do you mean?
I highly doubt that there's going to be like a paper that says we must have at least 6 different nationalities and ethnicities. But yeah, I think it's just by chance. But it's pretty cool now that you've said that. I guess since we're already here, we don't really think about it. But I think by law, maybe there might only be a law for how many amount of Thai people can be in the company, as in there need to be a certain amount of people, Thai citizens in the company. But yes, we're actually quite blessed with having many different nationalities and people with different ethnicities working together.
That's true.
Natty, oh my God. DJ Mortez. He says, "I just woke up and I'm done. I'm going to Thailand and I'm going to fix everything today. I can't wait no longer." Where's he been this whole time?
Yay.
DJ Mortez, come on down, buddy.
Yeah.
We need you now.
More foreigners, please. G. Kane says, "Natty, I have an idea for a challenge. How about trying to eat healthy for a day? No fried food, 70% veggies. I find it hard to eat healthy when I'm in Thailand. By the way, thank you. Oh, thank you, gorgeous. Come on. No, you're gorgeous.
What just happened? Okay.
Yeah, eating healthy for me. I would love to eat healthy. It's just like, ugh, like I have to have desserts at least once a day.
Okay.
That's very hard. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are you a dessert guy? Or?
Oh, yes. Look at me, Natty.
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I am a dessert.
Oh yeah, you love popcorn.
Yes, I do love my popcorn. Here's another question. Hi, Natty. You said you are Thai Chinese. Do you know what dialect group your family are from? I don't think he meant to say dialect. I think maybe...
Like the group, ethnicity group. I know that, I don't know how they call it in English, but in Thai it's called Ta Jiu. But I have no idea how you say that in English.
I have no idea what that
Teochew.
even is. Tai Chu?
Yeah.
Wow, that's
I think
pretty
it's
cool.
a
I learned something new today.
Small, tiny group. Ooh, we hide in the corners and we jumped on a boat and came to Thailand.
Okay, cool. Here we go. Tom Yum Guy says, "Ask Thai people if they're tired of tourists." Actually, Tom Yum Guy, we actually have 2 YouTube channels, one in Thai, one in English. And our Thai YouTube presenter, he actually interviews Thai people, asking them about Thai topics. And so perhaps I will ask him to ask this question in the Thai YouTube. That might make more sense. We're trying to focus more on expats and tourists coming to Thailand, foreign tourists. Oh, here we go. Jay, you're a man of steel. Thank you. Light steel blue, in fact. That is the color sampled from your shirt on GMT. Oh, thank you, Ian. Light steel blue. This is a
Right.
light steel blue.
I just realized that you changed shirts. I didn't even realize until this guy said it. I'm like, okay.
What are you talking about? I was in the shirt the whole day.
Oh.
It's a different person when I'm on GMT.
All right.
What's your favorite street food item?
I'm thinking hard because, man, food.
Mine is so easy.
Yeah.
Gai Thod Hat Yai.
Oh, yeah, good hot hot yai. Yeah, that's
The Thai fried chicken. Specifically, it's got its name because I guess it comes from the south from a province called Hat Yai. But it's the local street fried chicken that you can get. Thai style fried chicken. It's the best. Amazing.
Okay, I know mine now.
What is it?
Mine is, okay, have you ever seen those deep fried sausages that are super pink and then they fluff up when you fry them? You gotta get the pinkest ones that are the most unhealthiest ones. Those are my favorite.
I see. The more unhealthy, the better.
The better, yes.
The best tasting things in life tend to be very unhealthy.
Yes.
Here we go. West Texas Greg says, "Also like to hear from locals on their thoughts about expats and what they like and dislike about them. Something expats do that locals wish they wouldn't." Sure. All right, West Texas, I will pass this along to the necessary person. Why do so many non-citizens want to change Thailand's policy? That is actually an excellent question, Keith. I can understand why non-citizens, by non-citizens I guess you mean foreigners, expats, people living in Thailand. I can understand why some people would like some policies changed because their livelihood depends on it, their business depends on it, they love the country, they see a future here, and they want some proper change or maybe less corruption or proper methods. However, you might be referring to, I might be wrong, but you might be referring to why do maybe perhaps so many people complain and want to change everything and just complain that this is bad, that is bad, in my country it's like this, it's my country it's that. That's perhaps what I don't agree with. There's a lot of people who just complain and yet they don't really do anything to make any changes or be any better because complainers will just complain.
Good answer.
What is the best website to look for accommodation in Thailand? Asked Nelson Dales. Hey, Natty, I think we know one.
Agoda? Fazwaz.
Oh, dear.
Sorry.
That was a test and you failed.
I failed.
Agoda?
I gotta go now.
You must leave immediately. I can see some dirty stares from the Fazwaz people.
Whoopsie.
Nelson Dales, you can visit fazwaz.com. That is actually the company that we share our office with. We're on the same floor. We're different offices, obviously. But yes, Fazwaz, you can rent and buy property there. Online Teacher Dude says, what is your actual job at the Thaiger? Or are you both just recording videos all day? I love your shows. It takes me away from work all day long.
All day long,
Thanks. That's
yes.
really nice.
Yeah.
Natty, what is your job? What do you do? Do you just come here and you're just in front of the camera for 18 hours?
No, I also troll people in the office, like Jay.
Yeah,
he
that's
gets
fair.
a lot of trolling.
Yeah.
I bully Kate from time to... No, that's not true. Yeah, we just have a lot of fun. We actually came out of a meeting earlier, so we actually do work here.
Yeah.
We plan
Believe it or
for
not.
episodes way ahead of time, and we shoot, we produce, and do a lot of other stuff. Yeah.
That's right. And I just show up. I bother Natty for an hour on Good Morning Thailand, and then I leave.
Yes,
and then I
he
come
does.
back unless I'm needed. No, my job is to make sure these videos happen. I am in charge of video production. All right, Oni Monkey. Oh, I lost it. What do you guys like to do on your free time? You went cycling this week.
I did go
I didn't know
cycling.
you used to. I didn't know you cycle.
I love cycling. If you can tell, like I'm a little bit more tan because I went at a very odd hour. I cycled until noon.
Okay.
Nobody was on the track but me. Happy, healthy bike lane. I know a couple of you have mentioned that before. And I like pole dancing. I like stand-up comedy. I like a lot of weird stuff. What about you? What do you like to do during your free time? Junior?
Sorry, say that again.
What do you like to do during your free time?
What did you just call me?
I don't know what your name is. Junaid.
Because
Junaid.
you met me as Jay, so you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird when someone calls me from my first name, especially here, because everyone just knows me as Jay. I was shocked when you called me.
I don't know. Mom, is that you? Okay.
What's my favorite hobby? I
Yeah.
actually this weekend I really enjoyed watching the F1. The F1 finally came to its last race and its conclusion. The final race was between Lewis Hamilton from the UK and Max Verstappen from Netherlands. They were tied on points, and in a bizarre turn of events, something that can't really be explained, I feel like Lewis has been robbed, but Max Verstappen is the F1 champion. Something crazy happened. It was on the last lap. I can't explain it to you.
Yeah,
It was
I'm just
absolutely
nodding my head, but I don't know
nuts.
what's going on.
Is it true that Natty, you're a high-so girl, which implies that you're from a wealthy Thai family?
That is far from the truth. I go economy, I go low budget as possible, but I do love traveling. So I travel smart, guys. I'm half Chinese, half Thai, so I know how to bargain my way through things. That's how I get through life.
Yeah, but I've got a question here, which I'm a bit confused about. It goes, Jay, was you best friends with Mike Hunt, Lewis, at school? He said you was the same at school.
You
What?
are somebody's...
I think I might have gone to school with someone called Mike Hunt Lewis. I have no idea. I knew a Mike and I knew a Lewis. I don't know about the Hunt part, but possibly. Who knows? Have you heard the joke about the freezer? It's cool.
Nice. I like that.
Really?
I like lame
Really though?
ones.
Okay.
I don't know. They always get me.
What is the best website in English to look for accommodation in Thailand? It's Fazwaz. Nelson? Come on,
Fazwaz.
Nelson.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Julius Chua says, "Hi, Natty. It's Diao Chu. We are the porridge people from China."
Oh, that's why I love porridge so much. Dope is yummy.
Yeah. Real nice guy says, "Jay, are you colorblind?" No, I am not. But believe it or not, our editor Jason, he's actually colorblind.
He does a really good job, though.
He
with
does. He
stuff.
just doesn't color.
He doesn't color.
Yeah. That's one thing. We're like, Jason, just leave the coloring to someone else. Have you either of you been to Hawaii? Phuket is like Hawaii. Pattaya is like Waikiki on steroids.
Oh, nice.
What are
Is
your
it?
thoughts? Have you ever been to Hawaii?
I've been to Hawaii, but I was really young, so I don't remember
Global
much.
traveler, you. Where have you not been?
Budget. We lived in a little hut on the sands, on the beaches.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's cool.
But it was really strange because I went with my family. And Hawaii, I feel like it's a place where a lot of party goers go, like a lot of young couples. And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm with dad and mom. And it's like awkward as hell.
Okay. All right. Let's try to speed this up, Natty.
All right.
Food wars, north versus south. Do you prefer north or southern food?
Southern food.
Really?
I love
I'm
curry.
from the south, and I like northeastern food.
Is it kind of like because like if you have curly hair, you want straight hair. If you want straight hair, you have curly hair. Like you're never.
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just go with that analogy. Oh, how much regulation are you subject to as a news agency? Are there some stories that you would like to cover in more detail but feel that you are unable to? Thank you for that question, Pedro. Well, I don't really cover... I can't comment about the news agency. However, personally, yes, there are some stories that I might avoid because of the backlash, and there are some because of the rules in the country. I have to respect certain laws and rules that don't allow me to talk about certain subjects. I'm a foreigner. I'm living in this country as a guest. So yeah, that's why I don't talk about certain topics. Mm-hmm. Jay's just here for good looks. Am I?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
I mean, I guess that's a compliment. Thank you. But all right. I'm blush. I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that. Normally people just throw things at me and say, Jay, you look like a donut.
Wait, did you say blush? As in, like, you were verbalizing your appearance? Anyhow, that was funny. G. Kane says, Natty, I'd like to see your stand-up routines. Are you performing anytime soon? I'm going to be honest. I am actually going to be performing tomorrow, but the tickets are full. And this is a test round. That's why I didn't even announce it beforehand, because I really need stage time. I haven't been doing stand-up comedy for 2 years now. So this is kind of like my open mic session. But once I'm good at it, I'll definitely let you guys know when I'm ready.
All right.
Yeah.
Another question from Natty's Naughties says, Jay, Hamilton or Verstappen fan? Verstappen fan because change is important. Huge respect to Hamilton. However, change is needed for F1 to become interesting again. If you didn't know, Hamilton is a 7-time world champion. I think he's won 5 or 6 in a row. Something ridiculous like that. Yeah.
Tony Devos says, you guys own cryptos? Oh.
Do you own any crypto?
I own very little crypto, but I just wanted to see how that goes, so I do. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I do not own any crypto.
But ask me anything about crypto and I will give you nothing. That's how good I am with money. Oh.
G. Kane says, Jay, you're a car guy. Have you seen many Skyline R34s cruising around? My dream car. G. Kane, I have not. Unfortunately, there's a very big import tax on cars in Thailand, so you don't get to see all the fancy cars or even cool cars, really. At least not in the crowd that I hang out with. I might be missing out on a whole part where a lot of people do have cool cars. But generally, when you're in the city, you'll see a lot of, the people who can afford the expensive cars, you'll see Porsche. But everyone will just buy the same Porsche Cayenne and Porsche whatever, I mean, I'm just jealous. I wish I had that. Yeah. Did
Wait,
you see
but
the
you own a
distaste?
Ferrari.
Yeah, I own a Ferrari, and that's why I work here.
And for Mir, do you have a friendly rivalry with colleagues in other departments who manage or produce content in Thai for the Thaiger? Do you? Because you're more close to the Thai Thaiger team.
Sorry, what was the question?
Do you have any friendly rivalry with the colleagues
no.
in that department?
No rivalry. They're beneath us.
Oh,
No. No, we're like an arm's length away from each other. We see each
quite
other
literally,
every day.
yeah. If I do that, I touch one of the editors there.
If anything, they're helpful, and we're helpful to them. That hey, like, what do you think? Do you think you should do a video on this? They actually started doing the Vox Pop that we're planning to do, and they even were up with suggestions and giving their feedback on it. So we have very good team chemistry here. Some people always think that why did you make a comment like that on Jet, or why is Tim not nice to Jay? Like, we actually get along really well, most of us here. It's only Natty that's the problem.
Sorry. DJ Mortez, how is your idea about the bar restrictions, and when will they end in your opinion? Well, my idea about the bar restrictions, I guess, like, you're talking about the curfew that you have to end it at 10 p.m. In certain provinces, it's a different time. I think it's fine for now, considering the current situation. But I know sooner or later they're going to have to lift it up completely. I'm okay with this. I'm not happy, but also I'm not dissatisfied. I'm kind of neutral about it.
Okay, all right. Al Black says, Jay, I was told that you can eat good beef mataba at Phuket. I love mataba. Any comments? Al Black, you're right. In the south, I guess mataba actually comes from Malaysia and is more prevalent in more southern regions like Trang, Patani, Patalung. However, yes, you can have excellent mataba in Phuket. Do you know what mataba is?
Yes, I love those fried things, right?
Yes. Well, yeah. It comes
Fried things.
It comes in, yeah, that fried thing. I guess there's oil involved, so yeah, sure. Here we go.
Bald Farang says, everyone at the Thaiger are super nice. That is true. That is actually true. I think we all like each other. We get along really well with each other.
Yeah.
Very, very happy.
DJ Mortez says, how is your idea about the bar restrictions, and will they ever end in your opinion, Natty?
I just answered that one, but I'll answer this. Yeah, I'll answer the second part. Will they ever end? Yeah, they will. Sooner or later, they will end.
Okay. Menno says, hi, Jay and Natty. As a vintage watch collector, what are your hobbies? Any collections? Menno, I love watches as well. I wouldn't say I'm a vintage watch collector. I generally don't have the money to collect the watches I would like to have. But yeah, a dream watch would be a Patek. A Patek Philippe.
Wow, nice.
Oh, yeah. But that's the dream. That's when you know you've made it, I guess. If you have enough money to open a Patek, you're not watching this video. Maybe
Right.
they are. Who knows? Hey, maybe we're there. Yeah. Are you into watches or any hobbies, Natty?
I'm not into collecting. I have other hobbies that are not about collecting because I would like to say that I'm a minimalist. Yes. So if you go to my apartment, it sounds like
Just Issei Miyake
just like
everywhere.
No, it's just like emptiness all around.
I see.
Yes.
Kimo Isaksen says, Jay, what about Kimi Räikkönen? Oh, he's a legend. It's sad to see him finally retire, but he's given the great sport a lot, given Ferrari a lot, last Ferrari world champion. Do you think porn will ever be legalized in Thailand, Natty?
I think that's going to be in the far, far future, if ever, really. But right now, I feel like the people who are in charge of creating laws and regulations are still in the conservative generation where they don't want to see changes. They don't feel comfortable to see changes. And only when the younger generation gets there, then laws can be made and change can happen. But until the old people leave, it's probably going to be not legalized.
All right. What's your favorite TV show?
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
What's your go-to? What's your go-to?
I like trash TV. This is very sad, but I do watch free trash TV on YouTube. Don't ask me which ones because I'm very shy about them. But what's your favorite TV channel?
Currently, I'm really into Netflix series Drive to Survive, F1. But I'm looking forward to The Witcher Season 2. I like science fiction. I like fantasy. I like, yeah, as long as it's entertaining. But yeah, I'm not guilty pleasures. I'm not gonna lie. There are some absolute trash series that
They're fun.
that you shouldn't be watching, or you wouldn't like to admit you're watching them on Netflix. But yeah, some people do. Here we go. Do young Thais still fear COVID, or has the excessive caution faded? Natty.
Oh my goodness. I think youngsters or oldsters, I think we have. I shouldn't speak for the public. Maybe I'll just speak for myself. I think I don't fear COVID too much. Just because I'm double jabbed, and everybody I know who's around me, who I mingle with, are double jabbed or triple jabbed even. And we are always so cautious when we wash our hands and social distancing. So I'm good. I can't speak for all the other Thais though.
Okay. Any advice on learning to speak Thai? Bold Farang. I would suggest just surround yourself with Thai people. And
Get a Thai girlfriend.
Yeah. No, not just that, but surround yourself in a situation where you have no choice other than speaking Thai and minimal English, and it'll be sped up. Mm-hmm. I can't say enough. Keeping up the good work, you two. Thank you, G. Kane. Thank you for the support. If you could live in any other Asian country, what would it be? Quick.
La.
3 seconds.
Oh,
3.
Jesus. Singapore.
I was going to say Singapore as well.
No way.
Yeah.
Hey, bumpy.
It just sounds like a fun place to be. However, not during COVID times.
No.
A couple of my friends who do live in Singapore, they were very strict with their COVID restrictions. And Singapore's quite small as well. Mm-hmm. However, yeah. Asian country, I wouldn't mind Japan as well. Just sounds like a cool place to be. Very expensive, I've heard. Mm-hmm. But yes, if I could, I would.
Right. LG says, Natty, are you dual citizen? What ethnic background? 100% Thai or mixed ethnicity? So I am not dual citizenship. I only have one passport, and that is the Thai passport because I was born in Thailand. Ethnicity background, I'm half Thai, half Chinese. So my mom's side is a bit more Thai. My dad is more Chinesey. And that's it. Chinesey.
Mena says, Arcane on Netflix. It's mind-blowing. Did you watch the animation, Arcane?
No,
it's based on the game League of Legends.
Wow.
Mena, I loved it too. And believe it or not, I used to be a professional League of Legends player when I was in university.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, good old days. Jay, have you watched Dune and did you like it? I loved Dune. I loved the original book. And for those of you who are not aware of Dune, I would like it to be known that Star Wars, which came 15 years after Dune, supposedly, during the timeline, let's just say it paid homage to a lot of Dune's traits. I wonder where the director got all his ideas from. But yes, I love Dune. I thought the movie was very beautifully shot. Denis Villeneuve, who's the director of Dune, took his time to break it into 2 parts to properly pay respects to the story. Did you watch Dune?
I watch trash TV.
Okay, never mind. You watch trash TV. Of course you do.
Oh, Dave E-Boy is taking a diss on both of us. Terrible choice, Singapore. It's been horrible. I don't know, do you mean during COVID or not COVID? Because I actually lived in Singapore for 1.5 years and I loved it there. A lot of people say there's not much to do in Singapore, but I find that not correct. There are always some kind of artsy museum stuff going on, and it's a very safe country. I could walk on the streets at 2 or 3 a.m. and not get mugged. So I don't know, that's a plus for me.
All right. The Jedis were obviously Bene Gesserit. Yes, they were. Jay, I'll be in Bangkok in February. Let's go to Bang Sue Station. They have a lot of watches. I will wear a lumberjack shirt. Let's make it happen, Menno. Hon or LOL, Jay? Definitely League of Legends. I did play Heroes of New Earth. Is that what it stands for? I did play Hon. I was like, nope. LOL is the game to play for me. At that time, I don't play that anymore. Comment, you guys are helping people like me connect with the country I love, Thailand, while I'm not there. Khop kun krap.
Khop kun krap.
Khop kun krap.
West.
Natty, can we address this?
Yes.
A lot of the times I've seen, we have some Thai guests, and when they say Swadika and we're starting the show, some people have been criticized that, why doesn't this person why? They're Thai, they should why.
Yeah.
It's not actually necessary to why every time you say Swadika or Khop Ka. Isn't that right?
Yeah, I don't think it's mandatory, but the reason why I don't do it particular when I was doing Thailand Top Stories was because to do it properly.
Did they do that to you?
Yeah, they were like, why
I was talking about other people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But it just takes away time because the proper why would be like this. sawadee ka, which takes a 2 extra second long. And people will be like, okay, just get on with it. Just get on with it. So I just said the word and just moved on.
Yeah, but also when we're out in public, unless we're meeting like, parents or something, you wouldn't actually take the time to why, and you'd just be like, Sadi khap, that's enough. That's very polite already. That's what we would do normally, wouldn't we?
I think as for youngsters to oldsters, you would do at least like sawadee ka at the
To
same time.
parents, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, even
Like,
to
in general public, you wouldn't go around whying everyone.
Oh yeah, that would be very tiring.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyways, when's the girls' chat going to be released? Next weekend, part 2 for Ask the Girls from Natty. Stay tuned for that.
Yeah. If you like the questions, then you'll like the questions
Yes.
in the next Saturday one.
What is trash TV? Trash TV is just TV with trashy series on them. Like what's that called? When they follow people around with their life?
Reality TVs
Yeah,
like
there we go.
Kim Kardashian, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Okay, I'll reveal it.
It's
Do
trash.
you guys know 90 Day Fiancés? Because if you do, you can type any episode. I know all of them by heart. I even watch the reruns sometimes because they make me happy.
Wow. We're learning a lot about you today, Natty. All right. Let's take a couple more questions and call it a day, shall we? Natty, did you pick up a bit of Singlish during your time in Singapore? Do you find the language funny?
Of course, I pick up Singlish lah. Yeah, it's a fun language, and I actually weird. When I was in university, people asked me like, "Oh, what do you think is the most beautiful accent?" And a lot of people would say French, Spanish. I say Singaporean. I don't know. I love Singapore, especially if you watch the news anchors speaking in Singlish, I guess, like with that accent, and it's very subtle. Oh my gosh.
I think you're one of one.
Oh my gosh.
No, I don't know.
I love it.
I'd never thought of it as anything. I was just like, oh, it's an accent. Okay. It's quite distinctive. You can tell when someone's from Singapore.
They have their own language, though. They would drop in the one, la, come on, la, shok. There's
Or
a lot
like
of stuff that...
certain words out of habit, possibly. All right. Any new video games you played from Gijo George? Do you play any video games, Natty?
No, I don't.
Okay.
That took a long time. Yeah.
I used to play a lot when I was in university. League of Legends, Counter-Strike. Now I think because games can be a way, especially during COVID as well, helped me connect with my current friends as well, reconnect with a lot of old friends that I hadn't spoken to years just through games. Because, everyone was indoors during pandemic times. It made me get closer to my sister in a way, teaching her how to play some games. So, yeah, I guess some good things came out of online gaming and my childhood addiction.
I saw somebody comment in capitals, so I'll just address it since it's unfiltered.
Do you have to shout because it's capitals?
Maybe, is Natty single?
Oh, wow.
I'll say that I'm actually with Frank. It's a little bit complicated. If you want to know who Frank is, go and watch my healthy eating challenge clip.
Oh.
He's at the end of that clip. It's a little complicated, but
Yeah,
I'm with Frank.
It's a complicated relationship. We don't talk about Frank anymore. Not around the office, anyways. All right, last question each. Let's go, Natty.
All right.
When will they have Ask the Boys? Thank you for that question, Aik. That's actually a very interesting thing. Should we do a Ask the Boys?
Yeah,
And
you should.
Would people even be interested to know what the boys have to say?
Yeah,
What are we
I'm
going to ask
interested.
about them? Have you ever been with a lady boy before?
Oh,
'Cause
goodness.
I guess with men, you could be a lot less unfiltered. You could just go straight in. Like, what do you think about lady boys? Have you ever been with one? Would you want to be with one?
There we
What
go.
do you think about Thai women? What do you think about dating here?
There you go.
Okay.
You made a complete series.
Okay, cool. Oh, there we go. Ian anyway says, I beat your trash, Natty, Selling Sunset. Love it. I'm not going to lie, even I've watched Selling Sunset, and it is absolute trash. But at the same time, somehow entertaining.
See, it's not bad. Okay. Oh, wow. Everybody likes to type in capitals now. Okay. So Walk ATM says, does Thai ID change lady boy's gender status? Non-binary gender recognition bills pass? Question mark, upside
Could you
down.
stop shouting?
Sorry, I'm
God.
just trying to read this. No, currently there's no laws that ladyboys can change their gender status right now. Is that what he's asking?
Yes. So if a person does change gender, they cannot change it on their ID.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm not laughing at what you said. I'm just laughing at what Nelson Dale said. Natty Frank seems plastic to me. Yeah, I think he did quite a bit of surgery. Yeah.
He's just a plastic, materialistic person. What can you do? All right, that's it. We're gonna shut it off here. Thank you to all the viewers watching this extremely long episode. We went on for 40 minutes, Natty.
Oh, I had so much fun.
Thank you to everyone who's stayed with us so far. And yes, this was Thaiger Unfiltered. We're actually gonna try to do this every Monday because we've made Tiger Bites, a special episode that comes out on Friday, where we're going to get all your mean, nasty, good comments and questions from all of the week and keep it just for Friday as a special episode. Thaiger Unfiltered will be on Monday. We have Vox Pop. This is the first time we're talking about it, by the way, so this is exclusive information. Tomorrow, me and Natty, after the show, are going to go out on the streets and hear the voice of the people. Hashtag Vox Pop. So if you do want us to ask any questions, please let us know in the comment section below. We're going to start a poll. Not a poll, sorry. We're going to ask a comment and put it in the community section so you can actually leave questions there that you'd like to be answered or like to know. Suggest us some topics. That's it. That's it from me. Any last comments, Natty?
Nope. Thank you so much for keeping us company and typing in all your questions. They were fun. Today was fun. Why you look awkward, shuddering?
Natalie, please. Okay. Thank you. Thank you to the viewers. Have a great day and goodbye. Jazz hands. Jazz hands.